someone told you there was a famous African-American orchestral conductor in New York City in the late 1800s, would you be surprised? Well, it's true, and here's the story. Walter Craig was born into a middle-class family in Princeton, New Jersey on December 20th, 1864. When he was 7 years old, his family moved to New York City, where he excelled in math, English, history, art, and music. After beginning violin studies at the age of 14, he progressed so quickly that he made his concert debut just 2 years later. He distinguished himself as a gifted classical artist, training with the most prominent teachers in New York City, including composer Carl Christian Muller and American violinist Edward Mollenhauer, composer of the violin standard The Boy Paganini. After completing his studies, Craig was ready to take on the New York City music scene. In 1872, he established his own ensemble, the international sensation Craig's Orchestra. Craig conducted the group, leading a predominantly Caucasian orchestra that performed European classical music and dance music tunes in the U.S. and abroad. Craig often played a few solo violin pieces in performances to the audience's delight. After attending an 1887 Craig's Orchestra concert, a New York Herald critic wrote, "Mr. W.F. Craig, the violinist, is well known to New York audiences as a perfect master of his instrument. His performances of the Fantasy of Faust and de Berriot's Seventh Air Varie were marked by exquisite harmony, firm yet delicate." In 1886, Craig broke more barriers by becoming the first African-American artist to be admitted into the Musicians Mutual Protective Union, an organization that looked after the interests of New York artists. However, he is most remembered for his May Festival concerts and Christmas concerts, which he presented annually for more than 30 years. These high-profile events were wildly popular with New York audiences, sealing Craig's legacy as a pillar of the music community. During the span of his career, Craig collaborated with a number of classically trained African-American singers, including coloratura soprano Marie Silica Williams, concert singer Flora Baston, soprano Ciceretta Jones, and baritone Harry T. Burley. He also wrote several compositions, including Silica Gallup, dedicated to his friend Marie Silica Williams. Craig married twice, first to orator Bertie Tony Craig, with whom he shared daughter Ruth Craig, and after the death of Bertie, he married Minerva Minnie Connick, the widow of a prominent theater administrator. Craig died on June 25, 1933 in Brooklyn, New York. A celebrated conductor, violinist, and composer, he left an indelible mark on music life in New York City and helped pave the way for future African-American concert artists.